We knew we were going to move down here, and I started looking around for real estate agents on the web. This was 2003, and Lynn's website popped up, and it seemed like she was sincere, and she had access to the MLS on her site, and I remember that was the only website that you could get access to the MLS on without having to jump through all of these hoops and give your personal information.
And I just remember, because you interacted a lot more with Lynn, I hadn't even met her, and you would just call me from being down here when she was driving you everywhere, and you were like, I really like Lynn, she's amazing, she's so honest. I also, just to add to that, really appreciated all the different ways that Lynn was trying to sell our house. And again, in talking with other people, you know, would sort of list all these things. Oh, well, Lynn is doing this, and she's on Craigslist, and she sends us these electronic reports, and she put it again in the Herald Sun, and you know, and my friends, the people I know are selling houses, just sort of look at me and go, oh, my agent isn't doing any of that stuff, you know. And I just really was, I don't know how she makes a living. I've said that to her directly because she works so hard on, it doesn't matter what size house you have. You know, when I look at her website and I see all the different homes that she has for sale, I never felt like, oh, she's spending so much more time on that sale because she's going to make so much more money on that. I never felt like that with Lynn. I always knew I had her 150%.
It's easy to find a real estate agent because, you know, they're everywhere. But it's really difficult to find one who is smart and competent and knows the area. I mean, Lynn knows the triangle like the back of her hand. And someone who is tireless, someone who you call her at night or you leave a message for her, and she is a consummate professional.
I mean, I think I've talked with other people when they've chosen other real estate agents, and sometimes they'll say to me, well, I really want a company, I want all these other people. That's just not something that really ever appealed to me, because I just listening to their stories and comparing it to my experience, I just feel like that I have a real connection, and that I get very personalized attention that I'm not sure that I would get if I was with a company that had 40 people working for it.
She could have been a doctor or a rabbi.
That's true.
Or a marriage counselor.
And yet she's like all those things now, but in the guise of a real estate agent. Yeah.